Hello StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between tOm and iNcontroL on Dusk Towers. In the top side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is iNcontroL, representing evil geniuses. And in the bottom side of the map, we have the blue Terran player. It is tOm, representing Ever. So here we are with the ZVT on Dusk Towers, a matchup we've seen 100 times before, but always very good just because I like this map. I do. I like the safe expansion you can take if you choose to do so. I love how this fourth base is easy to take but so scary because of this high ground. I love this additional fourth base you can possibly take. It's just so far away, and then the ability to expand down the edges is always just really fun to watch in those macro games. And then the gold bases that can be taken that are useful, right? It's not like those gold bases that never get taken or gold bases that are always taken. It seems like if you are ahead enough or you're behind, it can definitely bring you into the game to take these delicious rich mineral fields. Alright, so what's going to happen here versus tOm and iNcontroL? So far, I feel like iNcontroL... Wait, iNcontroL is a Protoss player. Why is he Zerg right here? I don't know. Maybe he's going random. Seems possible. He is getting an extractor here after the hatch first, so extractor into pool. Very standard opening indeed. And look at this command center first play from tOm. So tOm says, I'm playing against iNcontroL. I'm absolutely going to go command center first against a Zerg player. Nothing bad will happen. So command center first into a barracks. Here is tOm. tOm is asking, are you off racing? That's the question I have too. iNcontroL, respond, unranked. Yeah, so he's playing unranked as Zerg right now. I think is what he's saying. Is he? On the loading screen, it did not show he was unranked, so I don't know what he's talking about. Don't understand. Anyway. Here we are with a refinery popping up for tOm. That barracks is going to finish here. Eventually, it's not going to work out for the timing for a Reaper that early anyway, but hey, that's A-okay. Probably just going to go for Marines here anyway. But at this point, tOm did not know this was Zerg until just a second ago. And I think maybe he's more used to going command center first against Protoss, so he just did that blindly. And now that he knows it was Zerg, he's going double, nope, canceling the second barracks, getting a Marine out of that first one and just going for a second gas. So he feels like he can hold off whatever the heck iNcontroL is going to be able to do with these barracks here. So again, this could not, absolutely could just not be iNcontroL. It's a very strong possibility. Actually, he didn't, ever say that he was. I don't know. Speed's coming up here for iNcontroL. All I know is this is a GM level game. APM for these guys is over 150. These guys know what they are doing, and that's the ranking that showed up. So here we go. Bunch of drones harvesting stuff there. A third hatch coming up for iNcontroL. I like that play. I really do. And there is that another? Nope, that's a factory. So it's a 1-1-1 build with the command center being tossed on in here for tOm. He's getting a Marine. That is it. Where'd that Marine go? I don't know. But here comes some Lings trying to poke on up. That Marine needs to be used for stuff like base defense. Where is it? It's sitting here in the mineral line. Okay, I don't know. Maybe drops are a concern, but either way, he needs to pop up here and deal with these Lings immediately. And he is. No, he's still hanging out. I don't know what you're doing, man. I don't know. You're basically letting this front door get knocked down by Lings, although that's not exactly what's happening. iNcontroL and retreats with the Lings. Wants to see the timing on either of these bases as they get taken. Overlord hanging out in a position to do some scouting later on. iNcontroL doing the same thing on over here. And dropping factory. Dropping barracks, reactor popping on that guy, and it's more and more Marines coming up. 3 supply depot wall being used at the front door here by tOm. Third base looking fantastic. It's 33 to 32 harvesters. iNcontroL in the lead, just slightly getting double evolution chamber. Did he ever get speed? He did. So we got speed for his Lings. That's fine. And now he's going for a lair. So teching up pretty darn heavily right now. Really not doing much at all to deal with any harassment we're seeing from tOm, which might be a problem. tOm, once again, as Terran, your job is to harass. Can he go Liberators? Can he go... He's going Blue Flame Hellion. Alright, so Blue Flame Hellion follow-up. Not bad. No Reaper attack, no Marine attacks whatsoever. But the Blue Flame might be able to make up some of the lost time there. So, iNcontroL upgrading +1/+1 for his melee attack and his Carapace, which tells me he could just be going for Ultras at some point here. It's early to say that, but every time I've seen a Zerg player go for quick +1/+1, with a melee like that, it tells me they're going to try to go for Ultras at some point in the game. Maybe it's not going to work out, and maybe they can't get there because they die too soon. But that is something that I think is the plan right now for this player who is going by iNcontroL from Evil Geniuses. Alright, so Hellions pop out. They do get scouted by iNcontroL. He knows that there are Hellions on the field in production right now. He has a Roach Warren, doesn't he? He does have a roach form, but he's not actually making any roaches. So, okay, there's a roach coming out, so that's fine. I suppose a roach and a queen should be enough to hold this thing off. 2 queens here. Also very, very good. Blue flame right here. Infernal pre-igniter, I believe, is actually what it is. It's doing plus 12 damage versus light units. Woo. It's a nice upgrade indeed. So here it is. Hellion's trying to rock on in here, and there's like a roach and a couple queens. So, I mean, just a quick bypass, no big deal. Losing one, no, doesn't even lose a single Hellion, getting right into this base. Don't lead with the wounded one. Ah, he led with the wounded one. Getting a big surround, actually. Drones fighting for their own lives. Queen stabbing away too, and nice hold there by iNcontroL. Absolutely incredible. Lost a single drone. 1 drone in that attack. It's now 64 to 47 harvesters. iNcontroL looking very good right now. Absolutely, Blue Flame Hellions show up in my base and I have nothing but queens. I don't hold that. I just don't. Using the drones to attack was brilliant. He got a little bit lucky not losing more drones than he did when that happened. I think he expected to lose more drones, but not having done that is a-okay. 4th base now on the way for iNcontroL. Not worrying about the high ground harassment there. More Blue Flame Hellions trying to come on in, and that armory is on the way. These could be changed into Hellbats eventually, but it's killing some creep tumors. You can actually kill a queen with Blue Flame Hellions if you have enough of them, and yes, the queen recognizes that. Getting on out. Ravager, excellent decision here, as well as the roaches, as Ravagers are neither light nor armored. They don't take extra damage from Hellions or tanks, making them a pretty darn good unit. Liberator trying to sneak on up here to try to kill base. There's a Spore Crawler there. There's a queen here. Queen trying to stab away. I feel like this queen here might be able to hit it if it tries 3-shotting. The queen there now going after some of those workers. 1 shot from a Ravager. I think that missed, actually. tOm able to actually lock down this base entirely. The harassment is real. Ladies and gents, looking good. This base completely shut down, which is not what you want to see as a Zerg player at all. Where are all of his workers hanging out here? I suppose they could go to work over in this area in about 10 seconds, but as it stands, another Liberator attack setting up here. You can see the smoldering corpses of drones just getting absolutely murdered there. Spore Crawler popping up. Liberator, run. Liberator, get out. I guess maybe getting a few more worker kills. Probably worth it at this point. Nope, going to try to save its own life as well here. So this guy with a bunch of kills, 3 kills. This girl, rather, with 11 kills. This one walking past the Spore Crawler, not worrying about a thing. Setting up shop here to get her own kills. And yes, goodbye drones. So iNcontroL not doing a great job here. This guy finally getting taken down by Corrosive Bile. This one's setting up shop. This one at the same time now with 14 total kills. 6 kills, and the Spore Crawler and Queen combination do take it out as another Queen dies, though. So it's 55 to 43 harvesters, really evening out the score there very well. Was tOm. That's a lot of dead workers. 23 drones killed, 3 Liberators all killed, though. And here comes an attack by iNcontroL. A bunch of Lings, a bunch of Ravagers, a bunch of Roaches here. Nice supply depot wall with tanks behind, with Hellbats behind. Is tOm going mech here? Yeah, there are Thors on the way. All right, so tOm is straight up going mech in this TVZ, which is not something we've really seen on the channel to this point in Legacy of the Void. So tank shots, absolutely splash damaging tons of these. Wow, every single Ling just getting melted. The ones that don't run away anyway, and that's it. That's it. iNcontroL with the GG. iNcontrol's out. tOm is victorious. And that's it for our TVZ. Wow. All right, so I will go ahead and tack on yet another game to the end of this one just because 8 minutes is not necessarily long enough. But still, it's good to see the short ones. So in the end, I would have loved to see how well this mech did in a longer macro-style game. I mean, iNcontroL still had 63 workers. Just decided that was it. Decided had no interest in trying to get up this ramp, trying to deny a 4th base, which he should have been able to do. I don't know. I would like to see tOm pull it off, but in the end, iNcontroL just taps out, and that's it. So again, don't go anywhere. We'll go ahead and pop up another game right after this one, so bear with me, and I will be right back. Hey there, StarCraft fans! Back again with Game 2 of our doubleheader today. In the top side of Dusk Towers, we have the red Terran player. It is Barcode. And in the bottom side of Dusk Towers, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Dune, representing GG. So again, the game 1 today was pretty darn slow. Not super awesome, but again, it was good to see mech being used in TPC, so I figured I'd cast it anyway. And here's going to be a game number 2 that should be a little bit longer, hopefully, for all involved. And let's see how this goes. Hey, Dune is actually going for a quick extractor into spawning pool. So very quick 1 base opening here versus his opponent, who is, I hope, not going for command center first. That would be a bit of a problem here, but it looks like he might be. All right, what you got, Barcode? You're saving up some of your money here. No, it is a barracks. Okay, so barracks coming out. Had me worried there for just a second. Should be fine with a wall off. Getting some Marines behind this wall means any early attempt of Ling harassment, it could, I mean, on this map, your expansion is very safe. On other maps where the expansion is open, you can get 4 to 6 Lings out and probably force a cancel on a command center if you do this kind of stuff. But as it stands, where Dune can just expand back here with no problems, I really don't see what this is going to do for him. But maybe Drop Lord play on the way. He did pull all of his workers off of gas, though, so that's not going to happen. All right, Dune, going for the one base play here. This is a Master versus Master level game, so I don't know exactly why Dune is doing this. I don't know what he hopes to accomplish. He has 4 Lings on the way, 4 more in production. And here they go. Gonna head on out. The drone possibly attempting to expand down here. That would be a fine idea. And yes, indeed, gonna go ahead and expand. Not a complete one base play. You really can't do one base plays in Legacy of the Void. The money that gets popped up here, especially for Zerg, is just insane. You have to have another hatch, at least just for unit production, or else you sit there and start floating tens of thousands of minerals, and it is a bad time for everyone. So here comes the wall, finishing off the wall here with a Reaper popping on out. And is this, I mean, okay, puts a worker back on the extractor. That's fine. Getting an evolution chamber here too. And the Overlord positioning tells me I feel like it should be some kind of Drop Lord play, and maybe it is. There's that evolution chamber. It's entirely possible that's what this is. All right. So evolution chamber popping out. We do have one guy on the gas, just getting just enough gas to change this guy into a Drop Lord. Running for its life right now is the Reaper. These guys are not speedlings yet, but boom! Knocking all those guys back. What a great play. This speeds up. The Reaper sees what's up. Run, Reaper, run for your life. No, surrounded and killed. Okay, these Lings should be telling Barcode there's something up. And, I mean, yes, it's a nice wall, but where's the Overlord transformation? There it is. Okay. Okay, it is Drop Lord play here from our friend Dune. He's going to pop up here and try to force a big old wall off. Look at this. Is he worried about Banelings? This is insane. He might just be worried about Banelings, but guess what? Here we go. Overlord Elevator. Overlord Elevator. Pop it on up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get in there. Round number 2. Yep, this is not going to end well for Barcode. So here we go. Lings popping right on in here. These Marines getting pinned up against their own barracks and killed. Go for it. Go for the worker line, and indeed it is. This is not a good look at all for SCVs. They all run for their own lives. Why are we not attacking? None of them have died so far. 0 SCVs have died. You can probably force a cancel on this base or force a liftoff if nothing else, but... Alright, so 1 SCV does die there. The SCVs coming in with 2 Marines going to fight for their own lives. The SCVs falling as they try to fight these Zerglings, these Speedlings that are up there, but actually taking quite a few Zerglings with them are the SCVs. The infestation has been cleaned up. 10 SCVs killed, 14 Lings killed. It's now 23 to 14 worker count. Looking fantastic here. Is Dune, and Barcode with the seems fair. A little bit of some salt being tossed on out there. Dune does not even respond to that one. Sending his Drop Lord around. Not going for a round 2. He understands that was probably a fair trade on his count. There are so few workers here right now for Barcode. Only 14. Only 14. Alright, so what is going to be your follow-up for Dune? He has a 3rd hatch coming up, which is a fantastic play. He's really droning as hard as he can right now. It's 32 to 16 total harvesters in favor of the Zerg player. We have the Queen continuing to spread creep here to Stim, being researched by our red Terran player, a Barcode, and there's the Roach Warren. Okay, so Roaches are going to be the plan of attack for Dune. Evolution Chamber could be used for a +1 missile attack, or Carapace if he felt so inclined. Extractor being popped up for additional gas. That was it. He was running off of 1 gas there for a long time. So that slows down his ability to get upgrades and get layers and things like that up. But I don't know. Here we go. Marine count. He is so worried about round 2 of Drop Lord play. He has a lot of Marines patrolling back and forth, making sure there are no Lings running around rampant inside his own main base. This Drop Lord has retired, though. We could see him later on, possibly. Although for now, he seems very content just to enjoy his retirement floating over this blue, or this green shimmering crystal. Just kind of poking in, I guess, using the Overlord for some scouting. Here comes some Marines. Counterattack by Barcode. This might actually work if Dune is over-droning here. 44 to 26 workers, but only 4 Roaches in production. 4 Roaches. He has Spore Crawlers up, which is good if you're worried about Liberators coming in, but that's not what this is. This is just a straight Marine push right now. Barcode says there's no follow-up. I'm going to walk right onto this creep, which is so darn scary. Here comes some Ravagers and some more Roaches. This might be enough. I don't think Dune is dead quite yet. These Marines are just here to force out units, and there it is. Popping right on back here. Here we go. 2 Ravagers, 3 Roaches, 4, 5 Roaches. Reinforcing Roaches coming on up. Corrosive Bile being used. Lings on top of these guys, too. The DPS of the Lings cannot be underestimated. They're doing a fairly incredible job here, cleaning that up. And no, every single Marine dies. I'm not even sure what died there. For a Roach and a Ravager died, and a bunch of Lings for Dune. So, fair exchange. Once again, Terran player not really coming out on top of that one there. Starport's coming up. Command Center on the way. Not being too afraid to try to take a third base right now. 51 to 30 total Harvesters. Going just basically this Roach Ravager play with these Zerglings mixed on in. +1 missile attack also being researched at the same time. And here come the Marines. Here comes a Starport. I want to see if that's going to be Liberators or Medevacs. That should tell us quite a bit about the state of mind that Barcode's in right now. If it's Medevac, he's going to go for some standard pushes. Liberators, obviously, if those are first, he's going to go ahead and do some aggression and some harassment. But Spore Crawler positioning pretty darn good. There's another one coming up right now for Dune. He can afford to do it. Creep spread looking pretty darn fantastic as well. APM for these players, 500 right now for Dune. Over 180, close to 200 right now for the Barcode. Whew. So Marines, again, just making a whole bunch to replace the ones that died. They did not tell these replacements what happened to their predecessors. They did not say, hey guys, the reason we made you is because everybody that we sent out on that previous mission got absolutely massacred, and it probably wasn't a good way to die. No, they said, hey, welcome aboard. You're the first people we've made so far. We're not going to tell you anything about what's happened in the game to this point. Just go kill some stuff. Cleo Reconstitution, Pneumatized Carapace as well for the Zerg player, and that's about it. I mean, +1 missile attack, I suppose, but I might have already said that one. Unbuildable plates are knocked on down there just to avoid an accidental misclick as opposed to an intentional misclick. And here comes the orbital command. So attacking while expanding. I love this play once again from Barcode, but it needs to do something besides sending down just straight Marine. It's not going to work out, man. It is absolutely not going to happen. Landing as the command center, the Zergling immediately trying to burk this guy down. Here come the Marines. They do have combat shield. They do have stim. They have no other upgrades, though. And a single medevac, I don't think is going to be enough to do this one. Roach count looking really good. No upgrades on these guys either, but man, Ravagers and Roaches so darn scary. Run! Run for your lives. You try to kill some creep tumors. Get that one at least. No, instead decides it is more important to head on back home, and that's exactly what Barcode is going to do. So another base on the way for Dune. 4th base. Instead of taking it here, which is susceptible to attacks from the high ground, going to go ahead and take it over here. And he should be just fine. Spire on the way for Dune. Barcode is going for the +1/+1 for his Marines and Marauders, which I cannot necessarily kill him for. Upgrades are super duper important, especially in the TVZ. Sneaking around down this way, very, very sneakily, are the Marines. Again, +1/+1, not quite there yet. Creep spread continuing for Dune. Trying to sneak up onto this high ground, which is kind of surprising. Should be able to pull it off as well. Another good scan here can probably kill this Queen. And these creep tumors just, yeah, there's a creep tumor going down. There's a Queen that's going to die too. Another tumor destroyed. That one, if it lives, and it does, is a really big deal. Another one gets hacked on down there too, and he has to know about this one too, just based on the patterns. Pushing through is Dune. Dune says, I do not appreciate you killing my creep tumors. I will come up and try to kill you and run for your lives. Corrosive Bile landing way too late to do any good whatsoever. Pushing with that creep again now that the army has retreated, but coming back on down. Good play there by Barcode. Oh, took that one out there too, so nicely done. The creep tumors are actually dead on this section of the map. He needs to send another Queen up to send another push of fresh creep tumors on down there. Here we go, another attack. Barcode trying to come back into this game at 70 to 51 Harvesters though. Corruptors on the way for Dune. I feel like Dune is playing this well. Dune has the expansions. He has just enough army to live. He's macroing like a boss. I think he might have killed his own unit there by accident, but that's okay. That happens from time to time in the Swarm. Double drop of Marines, +1/+1 has now finished. They have stim, they have combat shield. There's a spine crawler. Is it running over here, or is it going to be planted? Going to be planted. And there it is. It's going to take a while to morph on in, though. So this attack could actually do quite a bit of damage, depending on the reaction time of Dune and his ability to get up here and try to kill stuff beforehand. So here come the Marines, once again, pushing on out. Barcode's trying to make good use of this Marine unit. Can't necessarily fault him, just because Marines are good. There's another scan, just barely catching the edge of that creep tumor, and then just running for his life. He's killing creep and just escaping. Don't stand in and fight here. He's trying to draw the army away because guess what? Big attack on up here. Marines, can they take down this hatchery? All the drones evacuate immediately, and yes, going to try to take it down. Look how fast that thing dies with the stim, with the +1 attack. Spore Crawler might get a medevac, but no, the hatchery dies. A pick up and a boost out and a clean getaway by Dune. Exactly what you got to do. Get back into this game, my friends. So, Barcode. Did I say Dune did that? I meant Barcode did that. Either way, Barcode, nicely done. Getting on out, killing this base, forcing a replant. This base is now being taken by Dune. A little bit desperate to make sure that he has his own 4th base here. That's another 4th coming up for Barcode. Probably going to land it over here based on the location at which it is being built. Great Wall of Supply Depots is now completely and officially constructed. Looking fantastic indeed. And here we go again. The Marines cannot stand and fight this. They just can't. They can kill creep tumors. They can kill queens. I feel like Dune just needs to get up here and do something. I mean, all that's here are 2 tanks and some Marines. The longer you let the Marine player stick around like this, and I say Marine player, that's basically a Freudian slip. The longer that you let the Terran player hang around here, the worse off it's going to be. It's 75 to 55 harvesters. Dune does have 75 workers to 55 SCVs of his opponent. Another drop happening here from the red Terran player trying to sneak on in. There's a Spore Crawler, there's a Spine Crawler, and there's a Queen. I don't know about this position. And here come the Corruptors too. So, Medevac's likely just going to straight up die. 1 Medevac dies. Another Medevac dies. These guys are now trapped. And they are taking, they do take a Queen. They take some drones with them here. Another drop in the main base here. Also being dealt with. The Corruptors trying to kill the Medevacs as best they can. And again, you're losing a lot of stuff as the Zerg player, but killing the Medevacs is exactly what you need to do. Another attack. This base completely under assault on the high ground. Finally getting spotted though. Ravagers and Roaches should be able to kill them, no problem. Marines not very good in small numbers, as we can see here. And they're all completely cleaned up as this group of army decides to head on back home. This guy with 0 kills and +2/+2, feeling pretty darn good about himself. +3/+3 now on the way for Barcode 2. And we have a Greater Spire and an Ultralisk Cavern coming up for Dune. So Dune is saying, all right, this is getting ridiculous. I need tier 3 units to deal with these Marines. Apparently, let's do this thing. I feel like he, I was going to say, I feel like he should replant that base. And he did. So I'm not going to kill him for that one. And Ultralisks 3 on the way. Chitinous Plating on the way. +1 melee attack on the way. 2 is getting +3 armor. Is it available? Yeah, it's available to get 3. I think you might need a second evolution chamber to do that one. But here we go again. Pushing on out. 193 supply for Barcode. He's really come back into this game. So the Corruptor's trying to kill these Medevacs. Not quite able to do it. Another attempted drop down here by Barcode. Going to try to do what he can to kill stuff in the main base. Did he just... what was that? Adrenal glands? Yep, adrenal glands was researched. Looking fantastic here with the Marines and the Marauders. And landing. Landing are the Marines. Goodbye, Extractor. No more gas for you, sweet Zerg player. Going to try to kill some drones now. That is priority number 2. And yeah, that's a lot of dead stuff. Spore Crawler trying to kill a Medevac if they can do it. Ultra's coming in here too. Now Daddy's home, and he's very upset here. Where are the Corruptors though? They need to take these suckers out. Are they nearby? Yes, they are. They're chasing as fast as they can. 1 Medevac dies. Another huge attack over here, though. Trying to stop it. Are some Ravagers on the high ground, but stimming right on through here is our Terran player. Goodbye, Extractor. Goodbye, Hatchery, too. I think it just might get focused. The Ultras might take a lot of Marines with them, but no, he does not. Oh, this one's stuck pathing on the left side here, looking very scary. A little bit over stim, but the tanks on the high ground. Amazing positioning right now by Barcode. The Hatchery does end up falling. The Ultras are all gone, too. It is 159 to 151. Total supply here, continuing to destroy. +3/+3, not even complete on these Marines and these Marauders. The Corruptors trying to fly on through here. And are they not attack moving? Corruptors, what are you doing? Corruptors, you got to kill the Medevacs. It didn't do it. Okay, just flew through, took the hits, did not kill the Medevacs. That may come back to haunt Dune immensely. All right, trying to come up here again. The Ultra taking a long time to kill, but if it's the only thing, he does end up falling. Corruptors taking out the Medevacs. Can they get them? Yes, takes one out, takes another one out, takes another one out. Exactly what they need to be doing here. Ultra is chasing these guys all the way back home. Where there's a tank waiting. I don't know. Is this enough for Barcode to hang? Good question. Whew. Bit of a coughing fit there. And here we go. Corruptors again. 1 more Medevac down. Another Medevac getting snooked. No, manages to stay alive. All that's left here are a few Ultras They do have 7 armor, but yeah, I don't know, man. You got to have him hold still. Great stutter step kiting on display here by Barcode, taking out an Ultra. Tank getting destroyed by an Ultra, though. Corruptor sticking out yet another medevac. Can they get another one here, too? No, standing a little bit too long under the Marines. This planetary fortress, I'm not sure if that's the way to go. The Ultras, if they can get any swipes off on these guys, he will kill them. But amazing stutter step once again by Barcode. These guys are so low on health, but they didn't take any shots. They didn't take any of the AoE shots from the Ultras, and he did manage to survive and keep these living. Yes, medevacs have been killed to this point. There are only 3 in the air, having lost 11 thus far. Woo, 11 dead. Setting up missile turrets, setting up planetary fortresses. I think there's the pathogen glands for the infestors. I mean, it does have a greater spire, right? So Broodlords might be the way to go here, as it looks like Barcode is really starting to turtle on in. Did spend a lot of resources on stationary stuff that Broodlords are great at killing. Another base up for Dune. Did replant this one while I wasn't paying attention, and it's looking fantastic. So 3 infestors on the way. He knows he needs to keep these guys held still. So a good fungal plus a good couple Ultra Cleaves will be enough to take this one out. It looks like Barcode is planning on doing this. I was going to say without any ghosts, but guess what? Ghosts are on the way, ladies and gents. So steady targeting, as per usual, will play a huge role in this ZVT battle. All right, here we go. Marines, Marauders coming right on through. Ultra dies immediately. Woo! Ultra dead, friends. Another one as well does get evaporated. That's just a lot of stuff, a lot of supply. This hatchery is in big time trouble too. Infestor dead. Infestor dead. Hatchery dead. Where are those infestors? They're late is what they are. They are late. Ultra's desperately trying to kill these guys. Is actually taking up pretty darn big swaths of bio here. The Corruptor's trying to come on in too and kill those medevacs. Can they get them? Yes. They do get one, but the Ultras are all completely gone. A full medevac might get killed here. They do. There's the fungal, and it's enough to actually kill these guys because they're so low on health. That's hilarious. Corruptors chasing these medevacs away now. Is there anything that can kill this stuff, or is this small ragtag group of Marines and Marauders going to take out yet another hatch? It seems almost impossible, but they're gonna get it unless they keep getting distracted by these long distance mining drones. Nope, they get it. They get the hatch. It is now down to this for Dune. He has 3 bases remaining. Holy shamoly, Barcode coming back from a dangerous, dangerous position, and he might just win this thing. So, all right, everything does get cleaned up there. That's a lot of dead medevacs, a lot of dead Marauders, a lot of dead Marines, but let's take stock. It's 126 to 77 total supply in favor of Barcode. It's 54 to 44 Harvesters in favor of Barcode. Army supply is currently 1 Ultra and 2 Infestors and 6 Corruptors for Dune. Meanwhile, we do have 24 Marines, 5 Marauders, and 13 Ghosts for our Terran players. So, once again, if I had to put money on this one, I think I would go for the Terran player. Corruptors actually could be able to knock this thing down really quick with that. There it is. Caustic Spray being used on the base, trying desperately to run up with Marines and save the thing and the repair. I think the combination of the repair and the Marines coming in to save it is going to be enough. So, yeah, a lot of dead Corruptors there. Any upgrades on these guys at all? They do have +1 Flyer Carapace, which I love to see, which I really like a lot. Getting upgrades for the Ultras, and I don't know. This might be it. This might be the final push from the Barcode. So here we come with Ghosts, with Marines, with Marauders. Steady targeting, ready to rock on these guys. A lot of them with over 100 energy. As we can see there, some of them closer to 2. A small push up here with some Lings and some Ultras might be able to take down this planetary fortress, but I don't know. Actually did force Barcode to change direction here, surprisingly. You're not going to take down a PF with 2 Ultras with the repair that the SCVs can do. I know the upgrades are good on these guys, but not good enough on the attack side here. Oh, EMPs on the Infestors. Great play, and that's it. A rage quit from Dune. Dune is defeated, Barcode is victorious, and Dune has left the game. Woo! Alright, so now that it's over, I can tell you that Barcode, his name is actually ERL. He sent in the replay. He won, obviously, because he's the one that did that. But nice comeback. Nice comeback from ERL indeed. He did lose a ton of SCVs in that early game. He was down substantially in worker count, but just was patient. Made small pushes with the Marines. Started dropping. Started kiting like crazy. Killed him a lot of Ultras. In the end, 16 Ultras were killed. Lost 173 Marines, mind you. But man, 16 Ultras is a huge, huge investment for Dune just to absolutely lose. 14 Corruptors killed as well. You usually don't see that unless there are Vikings or Liberators in the air, but he just did it with Marines. I mean, that was pretty darn well played indeed. So the Ghost did not necessarily come into play I feel like ERL could have won that without them, but always nice to have them in the back pocket. That huge push that he made where he killed a bunch of ultras here, this base and this base, won him the game. So congratulations to ERL. Well played by Dune, but ERL is our victor today in our double header. So that is it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.